No list of controversial or disturbing films would be complete without a Serbian film. Kind of famous at this point, even if you've never seen it, or even really know what it's about, you probably have heard about how messed up it is. Doesn't make it bad, not completely, but it doesn't really make it very good either. So I wanted to see. It's been a while since I've seen it, and I watched it again. Whatever. There is a point to this film behind all the scenes of... Yeah, there is a story about how the porn industry can be really, like, fucked up, and how exploitative it is, and how some people want to create more and more disturbing things because they know people are going to buy them. This is also, according to the director, a message on wanting to show how the country of Serbia has had an awful history of committing countless atrocities on its civilians and its people through the government. I don't really see that, but then again, I'm not too versed on the history of Serbia. I'm not very versed on anything, really. One thing that I will give this movie credit for, it did not list the child actor in the credits at all. I feel like that's a really smart move. You don't let this kid kind of grow up with other people knowing, oh yeah, you were in that really disgusting and terrible, vile film. So the plot goes as follows. A retired porn star named Milos decides to get back into the porn industry after starting to have financial issues. Someone he used to work with recommends him this director, Vukmir, who pays very well but is into filming some really strange things. As Vukmir tests Milos' limits, Milos starts to regret what he signed up for. Vukmir decides to show Milos this new thing he's working on, and it disgusts Milos so much that he leaves. But Vukmir drugs him and starts to force him to perform some very, very vile videos. In the background of this movie, there is a plot about Milos' brother. I don't remember the name of him. I don't really care to check, but he's very jealous of his brother's life and really interested in Milos' wife, Maria. I believe it's Maria. There's a J in there. I don't know. There's a part where he excuses himself to the restroom to just jerk off, staring at himself in a mirror, which I think is really strange, but also kind of funny if you're just looking at it as a random scene with music playing over top of it and everything else around it. It's just like, this is a little silly. Everything everything quality-wise about the movie pushed aside, like the cinematography in the first half, pretty good. Genuinely, I enjoy some of the shots. I think the lighting's really interesting. The color grading's a little bit muddy for me, but that's personal. The music at times is really good. The main theme that plays at the ending, really catchy. Really unfortunate because I'll be sitting here humming it myself at work, and it's not something I want anyone who's seen the film to, pick up on. But the music is good. I do like music, some of it anyway. Some of it is a little, whatever. Pushing all that to the side, whatever. Ooh, and that looks weird. I didn't actually test any of this out. That looks strange. That's cool. Anyway, the biggest problem with the Serbian film is exactly what it sets out to show. There's a level of extremity that comes off more, look how fucked up this all is, rather than this is something to take seriously. There's a whole topic of something I don't even want to say, but that's the turning point for the film, and let's just say it's extreme pedophilia. It feels like it was thrown in to kind of feed into that whole look how fucked up this is aspect. In the version I watched, they showed it. It looks really fake and bad, but the idea of it is still there. It honestly probably works better without the visuals. I know there was a cut down version that cut out like a couple minutes of it. I'm pretty sure it was mostly just using audio, but even then I think the audio is very unnecessary, but it could have really easily have just been Milos looking at something off screen. It didn't have to be shown. It could have shown his reaction just being shocked and horrified as Vukmir starts to allude to what could happen and what will happen, but cutting it before that point. I feel like leaving it to the imagination is much more effective on a personal level than showing something and it just not working. Like I said, the movie isn't exactly poorly made. I feel like this could be a really good movie if, maybe not a really good movie, but like a good movie if they just had a different style to it, had some restraint, cut some things out. The ending is just really ridiculous to the point where it becomes an eye roll. The very last line of the movie, I'm on the fence about. I can see the point of it, but at the same time, I'm just like... After everything we've seen, it's not even like... It doesn't even feel like it's necessary. We can kind of just guess as to what's going to happen. It's a movie that had a lot of potential, and I feel like, in my opinion, it failed. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen. Definitely not the worst thing I've ever seen. I'd probably give like the first half like maybe a 5 out of 10, maybe, I don't know. But then the rest, it just brings it like way, way down. It's nothing that'll ever exceed past its legacy and its name of the most disturbing movie ever made. I don't think it is that. I've seen movies that, while not having the content of this one, I feel like they've affected me a lot more and made me more uncomfortable, or made me feel more hopeless, I guess. That'd be a good term for a movie like this. It's trying to make you feel as if there's no positive outcome at all for the situation. Oh yeah, I also wanted to show you how committed I was to making this video. I bought an overpriced copy of this, used, at a local movie store, for about $20 more than the retail price of a brand new one. Because I'm stupid and didn't think about buying one online. I have a fucking Blu-ray for a movie I don't like at all. I don't recommend anyone watch the movie. I mean, if you're really, like, super curious about it and you have, you know, if you've seen some pretty fucked up things and you feel like you can handle it, maybe. It's not like the worst thing you're ever gonna see in your life, but it's just not a necessary movie, really. Anyway, that's it. Bye.